What truly sets apart a fighter in MMA? Its power, its speed, or it's something you can't really see at first sight? Some fighters win fights, and some change the whole division in today's UFC. Ilia Topuria is one of these unique names. He is not loud. He doesn't squander his movement. He doesn't battle with feelings and confusion. Rather, he comes into the ring with a steady touch on the ropes, precision timing, and veritable knockout power. He has proved his control, confidence, and clean aiming and finishing against strong, tested opposition, in fight after fight. So then, how did he get up so quickly? What makes him such a threat to anyone he has to deal with? Welcome to Iron Fist MMA. For analysis on how to break down a fight like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more MMA stories, analysis, and much more. Chapter 1. The Athlete Mindset. Ilia Topuria means to fight in a very simplistic but very dangerous manner. Not hasty to attack, not panicking in a crisis. Rather, he gradually steps forward and creates space for his opponent by eliminating space little by little. The style is known as pressure fighting. But his pressure is not reckless or wild. It is under control and intelligent. He watches his opponent closely, waits for the right moment, and then moves in at the right time. This makes many fighters feel like they're in a cage or trapped when they come up against him. He refuses to let opponents cool down, reset, or get the rhythm during a match, even for the experienced and skilled matches. He makes an attempt to push forward and causes a reaction from them, whether it be moving, striking, or defending. In MMA, if a player has to respond excessively, then there will be an error made, and that is where Ilia is very good at paying attention to the error. Chapter 2. Why Ilia Topuria is so dangerous. Topuria's best matchups included that with undefeated then grappler Bryce Mitchell, who had great wrestling ability and confidence. Prior to the bout, Mitchell felt he could take on Topuria in any situation, on the feet, with wrestling, and on the ground. However, as the battle began, things were much different. From the first round, Topuria stayed calm. He did not rush in. He continued to walk on, step by step. Each time Mitchell retreated, Ilia charged in. Mitchell attempted takedowns and shots, but each time, Ilia was ready for the challenge. The pressure kept on going. The battle continued, and Mitchell started to slow down. The shots to his body began to impair his mobility. He shook his head, and his self-assurance eroded in the face of constant pressure. Topuria was able to maintain control on the ground. He was able to maintain a strong position, had limited escapes, and was continually applying pressure to end with a submission finish. This fight proved that not only is Ilia a threat in striking, but grappling as well. Chapter 3. Ilia Topuria's calm under fire. In his career, Ilia Topuria's big break came against Jai Herbert in London. On paper, it would look difficult for Ilia to come to terms with Herbert, as he was taller and bigger than him, and he was naturally bigger for the class. Herbert even got a clean kick to the head early on in the fight and stunned Topuria for a few seconds. It seemed for a while that the larger fighter may have been able to get the better of the fray, but the approach Ilia took did not alter, nor did he panic. He remained unruffled and kept going. He did not run back, but ran forward, over and over. He began to work the body, making Herbert's task more difficult and more labored, and curbing his use of reach. After that was the turning point. Ilia was at the right moment and landed a clear shot to Herbert, knocking him out. They ended up being knocked out, but it was his response that caught my attention. He did not indulge in much celebration. He simply walked away, without any hesitation, as if it were part of his duty. Chapter 4. Precision over power. Josh Emmett is known in MMA as one of the hardest punchers in the featherweight division. Because of his knockout power, many fans believed this would be a very dangerous fight for Ilia Topuria. But once the fight began, the reality looked very different. From the first round, Ilia showed smart movement, tight defense, and perfect timing. He did not get into a wild brawl or try to trade heavy shots. Instead, he stayed calm, patient, and used clean boxing to control distance. Emmett kept looking for big power punches, but Ilia's footwork and awareness kept him just out of range. Every time Emmett missed, Ilia made him pay with sharp and accurate counters. As the rounds went on, Emmett began to slow down and became more cautious with his attacks. Ilia gradually took full control of the pace, dictating how the fight was going. In the later rounds, Topuria increased his pressure and started landing stronger and more consistent combinations. Emmett could not match his speed, timing, or accuracy. By the end of the fight, Ilia delivered a very complete performance, showing that he is not only a knockout artist, but also a skilled and intelligent technical striker inside the cage. Chapter 5. Topuria's Biggest Test. The biggest test of Ilia Topuria's career came when he faced Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski was the champion at the time, widely respected for his intelligence, endurance, and fight experience. He had defeated top contenders and defended his featherweight title many times. Because of this, many fans and experts saw this fight as the real test for Ilia. People had questions. Could Ilia handle a 5-round champion? Could he deal with world-class pressure? Was he truly ready for the elite level? When the fight began, Volkanovski used his usual movement, timing, and angles to control distance. But Ilia did not rush or panic. He stayed calm, patient, and focused on reading the fight. Topuria used small feints, controlled pressure, and smart positioning to slowly close the gap. He did not throw wild attacks. Instead, he built openings step by step. Then, in the second round, everything changed. Ilia landed a clean and powerful right hand that connected perfectly. Volkanovski was knocked down and could not recover. The fight was stopped by knockout. It became one of the most shocking moments in recent UFC history because Volkanovski was considered almost unbeatable at featherweight. After the win, Ilia showed very little emotion, staying calm as if he expected the result all along. Chapter 6. What makes Ilia Topuria different? Ilia Topuria is not just a fighter known for knockout power. What really makes him special is how complete his skill set is. First is his pressure. He constantly moves forward and does not let his opponents relax, breathe, or reset their rhythm. Second is his striking accuracy. He does not throw random or wild punches. Every strike is controlled, planned, and has a clear purpose behind it. Third is his grappling ability. He is comfortable fighting on the ground and can control opponents there just as well as he does on his feet. Most fighters are strong in only one area of MMA, but Ilia is dangerous in every part of the game. This makes him extremely difficult to prepare for. If you try to stay standing, he pressures you and can hurt you. If you try to wrestle, he is ready and calm. And if you try to counter him, he reads your movement, stays composed, and adjusts quickly. That combination of skills is what makes him a complete and very dangerous fighter inside the cage. Chapter 7. The Mental Edge. One of the biggest reasons behind Ilia Topuria's success is his mindset. He does not fight with emotion or panic. He also does not chase flashy moments or try to force highlight real finishes. Instead, he stays focused on control, timing, and making smart decisions inside the cage. This calm approach helps him perform well even in very high-pressure fights. No matter how big the stage is or how tough the opponent is, he does not look rushed or stressed. He stays composed and fully in control of his actions. He often appears very patient in the cage, almost like he is waiting for the perfect second to make his move. And when that moment comes, he does not hesitate at all. That is what makes him so dangerous. He does not need many chances during a fight. Even a small mistake from his opponent can be enough for him to take control and change everything with one clean, well-timed strike or action that ends the fight quickly. Chapter 8. The Growing Legacy. With every fight, Ilia Topuria's reputation continues to grow stronger. Fans and experts now see him as one of the most complete fighters in his division. He has beaten respected veterans, finished dangerous opponents, and also defeated a longtime champion in very impressive fashion. But what really makes him stand out is how he wins. He does not fight with chaos or panic. Instead, he stays calm, focused, and fully in control from the first second to the last. There is no rushing, no desperation, and no wild movements. Everything he does is measured. He uses smart pressure, clean striking, and perfect timing to break down his opponents step by step. This calm and controlled fighting style is why many people believe he is not just building a winning streak. He is building something much bigger, a long-term legacy in MMA. And if he continues on this path, his name could stay at the very top of the sport for many years as one of the most complete fighters of his era. Is Emma still just about power and speed? Or has the game already changed into something smarter and more controlled? Ilia Topuria's rise shows us that modern MMA is evolving. Today, it is not only about who hits harder or moves faster. It is about patience, timing, and fighting IQ. He is part of a new generation of fighters who stay calm under pressure. They do not rush. They do not panic. They wait, read the fight, and strike at the perfect moment. From Bryce Mitchell to Alexander Volkanovski, every fight has shown a different layer of his skill and growth. So what comes next for him? And can anyone in the featherweight division stop this momentum? One thing is clear: a new standard has been set. Thanks for watching Iron Fist MMA. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more fight stories and analysis.